Welcome back to Next Bike World, your ultimate destination for the latest motorcycle reviews, tech deep dives, and two-wheeled thrills from around the globe. Today, we're diving into a machine that's sparking curiosity and excitement across cruiser fans and entry-level riders alike. We're talking about the Yamaha Bolt 250A, a bike that blends stripped-down cruiser style with everyday practicality. Now, before you rush to the comments asking wait, isn't the Yamaha Bolt a 950cc cruiser? Let's clear the air. You're absolutely right. The original Yamaha Bolt, known globally as the XV950, is a 942cc V-twin powerhouse. But in some Asian and Latin American markets, and particularly in places where licensing laws or insurance rates favor smaller displacements, Yamaha has begun offering a lightweight reinterpretation of the Bolt design, rebadged with a 250cc engine. So what do you get when you shrink down a classic bobber design and fit it with a quarter-liter engine? Surprisingly, quite a lot. Let's dig into the Yamaha Bolt 250 and find out what makes it such an intriguing option for new riders, urban commuters, and cruiser fans on a budget. The first thing that grabs your attention is the styling. Yamaha has gone all in with the cruiser DNA on the Bolt 250. It retains the classic bobber silhouette, a low-slung frame, beefy fuel tank, round headlight, teardrop indicators, and a solo-style saddle that adds to its rugged personality. This bike doesn't scream performance, it whispers cool. Matte color options like stealth black, deep gray, or retro maroon add to the minimalist vibe. The exposed engine fins, simple exhaust line, and compact tail section tie it all together. In short, the Bolt 250 looks way bigger than it is, which is perfect if you want that classic cruiser presence without the weight or intimidation of a full-size machine. Now, let's talk about what powers this little brute. The Yamaha Bolt 250 is equipped with a 249cc, air-cooled, single-cylinder stock engine. This motor puts out around 20 horsepower at 8,000 rpm and roughly 20 Nm of torque at 6,000 rpm. No, it's not going to snap your neck back at a green light, but that's not the point. The engine is tuned for smooth, linear delivery, with just enough torque to give you satisfying pull through the lower revs, a crucial trait for stop-and-go city traffic or relaxed weekend cruising. Matched with a 5-speed transmission, the Bolt 250 delivers a ride that's approachable, forgiving, and enjoyable. Gear shifts are smooth, with a light clutch pull that won't fatigue your hand in slow-moving traffic. The exhaust note is another surprise. It's deeper than you'd expect from a 250, adding to the illusion that you're riding a bigger machine. In terms of performance, the Bolt 250's top speed hovers around 120 km per hour, or about 75 miles per hour, which is more than enough for city commuting and the occasional highway jaunt. Acceleration is modest but responsive, with a strong mid-range that gives you confidence during overtakes or merges. And the fuel efficiency? That's another win. You're looking at fuel economy figures around 30 to 35 km/L, or roughly 70 to 80 miles per gallon, depending on riding conditions. That means fewer trips to the pump and more time on the open road. The bike is built on a tubular steel frame with a double cradle layout, giving it the strength and rigidity needed for daily use while keeping the overall weight down. It tips the scales at just under 165 kilograms, around 364 pounds, making it one of the more manageable cruisers in its class. Whether you're maneuvering through tight parking lots or gliding along city streets, the Bolt 250 never feels cumbersome or top-heavy. Suspension duties are handled by conventional telescopic front forks with 120 mm of travel and twin rear shock absorbers that offer around 70 mm of movement. The setup isn't sport bike stiff, but it isn't a plush couch either. Instead, it strikes a nice middle ground, firm enough for decent road feedback and confidence in corners, yet compliant enough to smooth out most urban bumps and potholes. It's a cruiser. After all, comfort comes first. Braking is handled by a single 282mm disc up front with a 2-piston caliper and a 220mm disc at the rear. While not the most high-performance braking system out there, it does a solid job of bringing the bike to a stop predictably and safely. ABS is not standard in every market, but some versions come equipped with it for added safety. Yeah, especially useful for newer riders. One of the standout features of the Bolt 250 is its ergonomics. The riding position is pure cruiser, feet slightly forward, wide handlebars, and an upright seating posture that's easy on the back and shoulders. The seat height is a friendly 690 mm, about 27 inches, which means almost any rider can flatfoot at stops. That low seat, combined with the manageable weight and linear power delivery, makes this bike incredibly beginner-friendly. But don't let that label fool you. The Bolt 250 isn't just a learner bike, it's also a chill companion for weekend rides, casual touring, or even just winding down after a long workday. There's a sense of character to this bike that goes beyond the spec sheet. It's in the way it carries itself. It's in the thrum of the exhaust, the glide of the suspension, the simplicity of the layout. Instrumentation is kept minimal with the small digital LCD unit that displays speed, trip meter, odometer, and fuel level. It's mounted off-center, giving a custom bike vibe that suits the Bolt's raw style. There's no smartphone connectivity, no TFT screen, no riding mat set, and honestly, that's refreshing. This is a back-to-basics cruiser that invites you to disconnect and just ride. In terms of practicality, the Bolt 250 has a few aces up its sleeve. The fuel tank holds 13 liters, about 3.4 gallons. Giving you a range north of 350 kilometers on a full tank, more than enough for a week's worth of commuting or a relaxed day trip. The maintenance schedule is straightforward, with easily accessible service points and a reputation for Yamaha reliability. Parts availability is strong in most markets where the bike is sold, and ownership costs remain low. So, what's the price of this little cruiser dream? As of mid-2025, the Yamaha Bolt 250 retails for approximately $3,800 to $4,200, depending on your region, taxes, and optional accessories. That's a pretty compelling package when you consider the mix of style, ease of use, brand reliability, and real-world performance. For riders in countries like Indonesia, the Philippines, or parts of Latin America, it can go for the equivalent of a superscript 1.3 to a superscript 1.3.5 lakh INR or 55,000 to 70,000 pesos, making it a solid alternative to more common street or naked bikes in that price bracket. So who's this bike really for? If you're a new rider looking for your first motorcycle, the Bolt 250 is incredibly approachable. If you're a city commuter who wants something stylish yet practical, it'll fit your routine effortlessly. If you're a veteran rider who wants a second bike for relaxing weekend rides or even a platform to customize and turn into your own Bobber masterpiece, this might be the perfect blank canvas. Of course, no bike is perfect. The Bolt 250 isn't going to win any drag races. Riders seeking advanced features like traction control, adjustable suspension, or smartphone integration will need to look elsewhere. But if you're into raw, honest, back-to-basics motorcycling wrapped in classic cruiser aesthetics, the Bolt 250 delivers in spades. To sum it up, the Yamaha Bolt 250 is not just a downsized cruiser, it's a smart, stylish, and surprisingly capable machine that manages to capture the essence of laid-back riding. It proves that you don't need big displacement or high-tech gadgets to have a memorable, satisfying ride. Sometimes, less really is more. If you're in the market for a budget-friendly cruiser that looks cool, rides smooth, and won't break the bank, the Yamaha Bolt 250 deserves a serious look. Thanks for watching Next Bike World. Be sure to hit that like button if you enjoyed the ride, and subscribe for more in-depth bike reviews and moto content. Got questions about the Bolt 250? Drop them in the comments below and we'll get back to you. Until next time, be a ride safe, ride smart, and keep chasing that open road.